In this video, I'm going to share with you a KDP publishing resource I invested $49 in that's helped bring in royalties, that's pure profit, of $25,897 over the last 2 years, which I think you'll agree is not a bad return on investment. In fact, it's about 52,850% return if I've done my maths right. So, if you're looking at upping your game in the self-publishing world or starting out looking to make an online income publishing low-content books on Amazon, then you may be interested in what I have to share with you. Now, if you're new to this channel, then welcome. My name's Paul Marles and I do videos on how to make it, keep it and grow it. And that's your money I'm talking about. If you do like videos like that, then please do give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and smash that notification bell to receive notification of when I produce more videos like this. So, what is this resource I'm talking about? Well, it's Tangent Templates. Some of you may have heard of it, some of you may not. Now, I did do a video on Tangent Templates about a year ago where I looked at whether it was worth the money, which at that time I concluded it was. But since that video, they have improved the platform even more, which I'll show you in a moment. And the price has also gone up slightly from $49 to $59. But what surprised me was how much income I'd received from just 2 books I'd published using Tangent Templates. So let's have a look at some income figures. I know some of you like looking at that type of thing. So let's have a look on KDP Reports Beta. So this is looking at the earnings from my books. And this particular book at the top here, I published 2 years ago, and this one in second place, I published 1 year ago. And both of these were created using Tangent Templates. Now, this book here has never had any ads run on it and has brought in an income of $22,058 since it's been published. So for those of you that ask, is it possible to make money without running an ad campaign? Then there's your answer. In fact, out of all the books on this page, the 9 books here, only 3 have actually had ads run on them, and currently only 1 has ads running on it over the last 6 months. And if I go to my ad campaign dashboard, this is the amount I've spent on ads on this particular book, which amounts to $7,836, which actually makes total profits on this book, total royalties received, of $3,838.98. So actually it would probably be around the 4th place spot here. So those 2 books have brought in a total of $25,897 since they were published. And as I said, they were published using resources from Tangent Templates. So let's have a closer look at Tangent Templates and the important features I think could take your publishing and hopefully income up a notch, but it will certainly save you a lot of time. You can get by without tools, creating no content books and low content books, and I've shown you many videos on how to create them. And you know, for the first year that I started publishing, I didn't really use any tools at all that I can recall, but they can help speed up the process, whether it's niche research, keyword research, cover and interior design. Most of the tools I use on a regular basis I've listed below in the description, but Tangent Templates has given me a really good ROI. It has given me the idea for some books and niches, helped in the creation of interiors, which I'll show you is incredibly easy and fast. In fact, the best-selling book I showed you, I created in about 1 hour and was the first book I actually made using Tangent Templates. So let's go over to the site. And here we have the main page that opens up when you log into your account. And the first is the Tangent Interiors. And you can see here we have row after row of different types of interiors. Now this is useful in 2 ways. 1, you're getting the interiors, but 2, they also give you ideas for niches. For example, if we scroll down and take a look at hexagon paper, now you may think, well, how can that help us with niche research? Well, if you go along to Amazon.com and just put in hexagon paper and scroll down, you can see the types of books that are created with these interiors. And we've got this organic chemistry book here, another chemistry book here. Oh, we've got a role-playing game map book created out of graph paper. And if we scroll down, here's an idea for a potential book about quilting. Maybe this could be used to create quilting patterns. Don't know, not 100% certain, but it's certainly something you can look further into whilst you're on Amazon. So you can do this for all these different types of interiors. And here's one that I did a video on last year. I think it was around Halloween time, and it was this grimoire or spell paper. And I remember back then there was a book that was selling incredibly well on Amazon. I can't remember the exact amount of income, but I think it was tens of thousands of dollars in income per month. A spell paper book was actually making. So there's lots of potential here. And it's so easy from these to create your own interior. So if we go, for instance, to this graph paper one, all you need to do is click on it, decide what size trim you want. So let's choose 8.5 by 11. The page count, normally 120. And it's just a case of clicking on download interior, and it also gives you options then to go on to create a template cover for your book. Now, another great feature is the interior designer, and so if we pick 8.5 by 11 again, we'll tick on bleed yes for this, and under 151 pages, because that will affect the margin sizes, and we can click on begin. And here we have a page with the margins grayed out, so you don't go beyond there, outside the margins, and create problems when you try to upload your interior. And from here, you can create all different types of interiors. So if we maybe go for images, look at bees, I'm going to click on this or double click on that bee. I'm going to shrink it in size, move it to the middle of the page, make it a bit smaller, center it again. I'm going to go on to text. And this is going to be a handwriting interior. And we can just tick on tangent, handwriting, dash backline, move that into place, just enlarge it, enlarge the size of the font to something like that. We want it a bit lighter grey, stretch that to there, and we can put in B, space, 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 get rid of that full stop or period. And then what you can do is just click on duplicate and then drag that down to the next line. Do the same. And if you want to add in some letters, you can do. So we'll put in B this time. Delete that where it's gone to the extra line. Duplicate. And there you can see we can slowly build up an interior. And this is quite easy to do. And then once you've done one page, you can then click on to add another page, and you can see how you could build up your book, the interior of your book, quite quickly. Let's have a look at another feature, Tangent Builder. Here again, you can create your own interior using the designs already on Tangent templates. So you can click on select a design and maybe click on a graph paper, duplicate that, click on it. Let's have a hexagon paper. So you could build up a really bespoke type interior using the interiors off Tangent templates. However, if we go back to it, another cool feature is that you can upload a PDF you already have. So I've uploaded the graph paper interior that we've just created, and you can see here, you've got all the pages here. Now what you can do is change these individual pages if you like, and you can merge in other PDF pages, PDF files into it as well. And again, that's a good solution, because I know a lot of people do question me about having a PDF interior and then merging it with, maybe a page or a page with an image on that's also a PDF. How do you join them all together? Well, you can do it in online software like Small PDF, but you can also do it within Tangent templates. Then we've got the KDP helper, where again, if we put in the number of pages, paper type white, interior bleed, well, we'll click on yes again, continue. What this does is it will give you the dimensions of what each page should be, so that when you're setting that up in Canva or Adobe Illustrator or Affinity Designer, you've got the right page dimension. And you can download the book cover template as well. Again, you can then drag that into Affinity Designer or whatever you're using to create your cover. Another useful feature that I've used a lot is Listing Helper. And what you can do is put in parts of the KDP upload that you upload frequency. So you could have a template for a description. You could put in some common keywords you use in a lot of your books, put in your author name, even select some categories, and then name this as a particular profile and save it, so that when you come over to KDP to upload your books, what you can do if you download the Chrome plugin is click on List Helper, and then you can select that listing you've just created. And what you do is when you click on it, it will then populate all these fields with the information that you put in that template, and that can save quite a bit of time if you are uploading quite a few books. You've got Category Explorer. You've got help here choosing all the different categories. You can either go through the list yourself or put in keywords, say mathematics, if you've maybe produced a graph paper book, and you've got all these suggestions for different categories you can upload to. And we've got this section on more tools, which is quite interesting. You can convert PDFs to PNGs, you can convert your images into PDFs, so you could do that and then merge that PDF in with your interior, as I've just shown you. But this is quite a cool one. I like this quick mock-up, and if we click on that and upload cover and just upload this book cover, you might recognize it from a video I did. I think it was about 3 weeks ago, where I created this book cover, and we just drag over this box here just to get the front of the book. Click on crop front book cover, and here you have a mock-up of your book, and you can rotate it, adjust the shadow size, and then you can download that image. Here we have it, and you could use that on your social media pages. So you could show it as your new book if you're doing marketing on Instagram, Pinterest, put it on your Facebook page. If you've got a website and you want to showcase your books, rather than just having that flat image, you've got an image that looks like a book and looks a bit more detailed, a bit more professional in some ways. And there are a variety of other tools there as well. This one I have used a number of times, and this is for that little box on the front of notebooks where you can add some text to it, and it can make your notebook look quite professional. And you've got some other resources here for researching trademarks as well, which, as you know, is very important when it comes to publishing books. So you can see there, this is a very useful tool, and I think well worth the investment of $59. And you can see the return that I've had from my initial investment, which was $49 then, in terms of it was quick to create the book. It gave me an idea for that particular niche. Yes, I did a little bit of keyword research to help get my books ranked, but it was very useful indeed. And if you are looking for a tool in particular to create books, to actually create the interiors and get some idea for niches, I think this is very useful indeed. Now, if you're new to this KDP publishing business and you're trying to upload a book but having difficulties, or you've not yet uploaded a book and a bit daunted about the whole thing, then watch this video next, where I run through from start to finish creating a book and uploading it to the KDP platform. I hope you found the video useful. If you did, please click on the subscribe button. Thank you very much for your time. It's very much appreciated. And until next time, goodbye.